I'm good. How's everybody in this bloody week? I think in history got to be one of the greatest crash in the world for crypto, and I think it's a huge lesson learned for everyone, especially with what's going on with Terra, Luna, UST. Um, Big lessons to learn, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I feel sorry for those who were heavily invested as well. Um, yeah, but unfortunately, it happened just too quickly and hardly any opportunity to get out. So I really
Yep.
feel bad, sad for those who are affected. But this is crypto again. I mean, it's a good big lesson for everyone, I guess. Yeah.
Definitely. Look, for everybody, for anybody who is struggling right now with whatever's going on, like it's okay. Like I understand, like there's some crazy stuff out there, right? People losing like
Mhm.
life savings and all that. Um, but you'll get through it. It's a tough moment to be in now. I'm actually somewhat hopeful that the project can find a way to at least stabilize and then build some
Mhm.
trust back in, because stable coins have always gotten off their peg for small periods of time. But for me, I actually made the decision yesterday. UST. So I had a good chunk in UST, and
Mhm.
I, I sold it once I hit 70 cents, and I was just like, you know what? I'd rather take the 70 cents now, 70 cents on the dollar,
Mhm.
than if this goes to zero. So
Yeah, I think it's a good move right there. I have friends who are affected as well. 4 digits, 5 digits, some
mhm,
close to six. And months back they were heavily invested in UST, and when they're not investing in any other coins or any other assets, they would just fall back on UST as being the
same.
stable coin
Hmm.
and taking it for granted per se, in some sense, and believing and just putting it there and wait for the next opportunity. But disaster strike, and before you know it, boom, what you thought
Hmm.
was stable is gone, like gone. And yeah, I told my friends, when it just dived down to like 50, 60 cents, I say that if you can recover anything, it's better than nothing. Even yes, half, because from what I understand, I'm not an expert in Luna, Terra, UST, but from what I understand on how the algo works, and I was actually closely monitoring what Do Kwon, I think one of the founders of Luna, on Twitter. Everyone was waiting for his response, right?
Hmm.
And I've dabbled in a couple of protocols before, and before every crash, everyone is just waiting for the founder, and then people there talk about being diamond hand, double diamond hand, and all that
Yeah.
thing. But if you really look at the algo and if you really understand it, to me, what Do Kwon says is just precisely they are just going to have to print Luna, to sell Luna, take the money to buy back UST up back to the peg. That is the only way.
Yeah.
Or external cash has to come in to buy up the excess UST. There's only two options. Minting Luna is easy, right? It's just at the click
Hmm.
of a button. The validators just have to approve it in Luna to make it done. The second one is like a bailout. It's like a government bailout, right? External cash coming in, buying up the UST to maintain its peg. But if you think about it logically, who would buy the UST? You know, um, if you're going to offer even big investment firm, private equity firms saying that, okay, I'm going to sell you UST at a discount, but I need, like a billion, 2 billion, 3 billion to bring UST back up to its peg, that discount could just disappear the next day. So no
Hmm.
big investment firm is going to come in and say, I'll bail you out, because there's no guarantee that the USD prices will remain, or at least be above the discount. So I thought the external bailout was out of the question. I felt that because it's decentralized to a certain extent, there's no one gonna come in and back it up. So the other way is to just mint Luna, which is within their hands, right? So
Hmm.
if you read in between the lines of Do Kwon's tweet, right, it basically says that in the short run, we're just gonna have to sacrifice Luna. I'm sorry, we're just gonna min Luna.
It's
Hopefully,
crazy, yeah.
Luna sells. We take the money and we buy back up UST. Hopefully, that gives some sense of confidence in UST again, and then maybe they can, in the long run, Luna can recover if people continue to believe in the UST pack. Yeah, so I think the panic started. I feel that the error, or maybe the issue that happened is when they were quick to let go of their Bitcoin reserve. And then when they emptied the LFG accounts, that's when panic strikes. That's because you have nothing left.
Yeah, and
And
everything
that's
was
when,
public for people to see too.
yes. And people would think that if the coffers are empty, then what's the value? The value is zero. That's basically it,
Yeah.
So it's tough.